Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. In the late 2000s, amidst a slew of formulaic thrillers, a film quietly emerged that combined psychological tension, moral ambiguity, and stellar performances, but somehow slipped under the radar. Shattered, also known in some regions as Butterfly on a Wheel, is that hidden gem. Starring Gerard Butler, Pierce Brosnan, and Maria Bello, the movie takes audiences on a harrowing ride into the fragile lives of an ordinary family and the extraordinary psychological torment inflicted upon them. Plot overview. The story centers on Neil, Gerard Butler, and Abby Randall, Maria Bello, a couple seemingly living the perfect suburban life in Chicago with their young daughter, Sophie. Their world, however, unravels in the blink of an eye when a mysterious stranger, Tom Ryan Pierce Brosnan, kidnaps Sophie and places the family in an increasingly dangerous and manipulative game. Unlike typical criminals driven by ransom or greed, Ryan's motivations are far more intricate. He's there to dismantle their lives, test their moral boundaries, and expose hidden truths. What begins as a frantic search for their daughter quickly evolves into a psychological battle. Each challenge Ryan presents is carefully designed to provoke panic, guilt, and introspection. The Randalls must make impossible choices, confronting secrets they hoped would stay buried and revealing the cracks beneath their carefully constructed facade. The tension escalates in real time, with the audience feeling every second of their desperation and fear. By the end, the movie delivers a shocking revelation that recontextualizes the entire story, cementing its status as a clever, if overlooked, thriller. Themes and narrative depth. At its core, Shattered is more than a suspenseful thriller, it's a meditation on trust, morality, and human vulnerability. The film scrutinizes how ordinary people respond when their lives are stripped bare and their worst fears made real. The antagonist, Tom Ryan, is an agent of chaos, but also a mirror, forcing Neil and Abby to confront past mistakes and hidden truths about themselves. The film's structure adds to the intensity. Unlike thrillers that rely heavily on physical action or chase sequences, Shattered leans into psychological manipulation. The tension comes from what's happening inside the characters' minds, not just outside. Each scene ratchets up the stakes, revealing not only the danger to Sophie but the moral compromises her parents must navigate to save her. This focus on internal conflict sets the film apart from typical crime dramas of the era. Performances. The casting of Shattered is one of its most compelling aspects. Pierce Brosnan, known primarily for his suave, sophisticated roles such as James Bond, takes a dramatic departure as Tom Ryan. Brosnan's performance is chilling, he exudes calculated menace without resorting to over-the-top theatrics. His presence dominates every scene he's in, balancing calm control with an unsettling unpredictability that keeps viewers on edge. Gerard Butler, meanwhile, delivers a layered performance as Neil. His portrayal captures the complexity of a man who must navigate extreme emotional stress while trying to protect his family. Butler conveys vulnerability, fear, and determination convincingly, making Neil a character audiences empathize with immediately. Maria Bello as Abby adds further depth, portraying a mother whose love and desperation drive her into moral gray areas. The chemistry between Butler and Bello makes their shared terror feel authentic, amplifying the stakes for Sophie's safety. Cinematography and direction. Mike Barker, the film's director, uses a restrained yet effective visual style. The cinematography emphasizes the claustrophobic nature of the character's predicament, using tight framing and close-ups to immerse the audience in their anxiety. The pacing, deliberate and methodical, ensures that each twist lands with maximum impact. Unlike some thrillers that sacrifice character for action, Barker allows the emotional and psychological dimensions of the story to breathe, creating a film that is both suspenseful and emotionally resonant. Critical reception. Upon release, Shattered received a mix of praise and criticism. Critics lauded the performances of the lead actors, particularly Brosnan, for taking on a role that subverted his typical persona. The psychological tension and intricate plotting were also highlighted as strong points. However, some reviews noted that the film's pacing could feel uneven, and a few viewers were disappointed by the twist ending, finding it predictable or too neat. Despite these critiques, Shattered found a loyal audience among those who appreciated character-driven thrillers with moral complexity. Why it's a hidden gem. So why did Shattered fly under the radar? Several factors contributed. Its release in a crowded market of late 2000s thrillers, a lack of massive marketing, and its emphasis on psychological tension rather than blockbuster action. Yet, for those willing to discover it, the film offers a compelling and memorable experience. It combines strong performances, a tense narrative, and a thematic depth that many crime thrillers of its time lacked. It's a film that challenges audiences to consider what they might do under extreme pressure and how far they'd go to protect the ones they love. Legacy. Though not a blockbuster hit, Shattered has endured in the hearts of thriller aficionados. Its exploration of psychological manipulation, moral dilemmas, and the fragility of human relationships continues to resonate. For Gerard Butler and Pierce Brosnan fans, it's a chance to see them push beyond their usual roles into darker, more challenging territory. The film has gained a second life through streaming platforms and home video, allowing modern audiences to appreciate a late 2000s thriller that was ahead of its time in narrative sophistication. Conclusion. Shattered is a masterclass in tension and psychological drama disguised as a crime thriller. It's a film that rewards patience and attention to character detail, offering more than just surface-level thrills. With strong performances from its leads, a gripping story that keeps viewers guessing, and a thematic richness that lingers long after the credits roll, it stands as a late 2000s gem that deserves recognition. For those who appreciate suspenseful, morally intricate cinema, Shattered is the kind of hidden treasure worth uncovering.